This is the Blockade Pinball Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Freebus, and today we're going to do an unboxing. That's right, I got the AtGames Legends 4K Pinball in, well, two massive boxes. You all have already seen the arcade controller. We already did an unboxing of that. But today, it's this, unbox and assemble. Should I be annoying and do one of those unboxing videos? Alright, so let's start with box number one. It comes in at a whopping 91 pounds. That was fun getting it inside by myself. But how big is it exactly? .42.5 inches long. .21 inches wide. 21 inches tall. Yeah, that ain't gonna fit in your P.O. box. Box number two, 51 pounds. .27 inches wide. By 13 depth. 32 inches tall. And now it's time for the razor blade. What's in the box? What's in the box? Decent amount of foam. It's a pinball machine. How do I get it out? So I purposely didn't look at the front of this machine to see what number this one is, so let's discover what that is together. And the big reveal is number 502. Would have been sweet if it had been just like 500, but there we go. 502. And then as you can see, it comes with everything protected. Looks like real glass. This is got the plastic on it. Number panel has the plastic on it. I'll peel all that off once I get it on its feet. But I just have to know. Oh, not bad. Pushy buttons. Oh, the flipper action. Okay, definitely micro switch. Lock bar, powder coated. All right, let's open up the second box. Yeah, that box. But wait, I forgot something. What else came in the box? Yeah, looks like we got some parts. Let's see if we can open this up with one hand. All right, a couple of tools, screws, dowels. We'll find out what those are for, because then we got our owner's guide. That, oh, it just has unboxing and assembling your device. So, system nav. All right, maybe I'll actually, look at the instructions. It's an idea. And I do want to show you that I did pay for the pre-installed surround sound feedback kit, which added this bad boy in there. Big old subwoofer. That's the bottom of the cabinet, power switch right there. And if you're wondering where the legs are for this, so I guess we should unbox that one too. I think that's my legs. Ta-da! Little separator there for all four legs. All right, let's attach. Okay, so there's the back all buttoned up, all cabled in. It was rather nice. All the cables had stickers that matched corresponding to where you plug in. For those of you wondering, we have 3 HDMIs, one for the, what's that say, playfield, one for the back box, one for the DMD. Then we have USB 1, USB 2, and an Ethernet. That's what's going to be used for if you're doing OTG gaming and connecting to your PC. For anybody wanting to see what the inside back here is, we'll do a different look, but I just want to show. Here's what is going on in here. And you can see I got my speaker there. Speaker's way down there. Like I said, I got the pre-install of the surround sound feedback kit. Get there a little bit more. There we go. And the subwoofer's contained in there. Okay, so I still haven't taken the plastic off of this, but here we are, standing front and center, right next to my Street Fighter cab that does have a computer in it and runs a whole bunch of games. But what I wanted to also show was, this is it right next to my pin sim cab. So you may remember I built this to be able to play pinball. And I built this to the exact same width as a pinball machine and the same height as the buttons. So to give you an idea, that is how much taller. So I might just raise the levelers and get it up to that height. And then I can show you also how wide it is. But for those of you wondering, just to show you. Yes, I used actual leaf springs. And I'll eventually be using leaf springs in this too, I'm sure. All right, so as you can see, I got these lined up edge to edge. And that's how much wider an actual machine is. It's literally 3 inches. So not much. And no, I'm not going to deny you the satisfaction of this. And finally, the moment of truth, turning it on. All right, I'm gonna get it all set up and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so I've been downloading system updates, firmware and everything. It's been about an hour now. It's taking a long time. A lot of dropouts of my connection, which caused me to reboot and restart again. So that's kind of interesting thing that's going on a bit. I still haven't been able to play a game on it, obviously, so I don't have any opinions on that. And I'm probably going to hold off on giving a review of the gameplay for a little bit, because, as I said, I'm probably going to get leaf spring buttons rather than the micro switches. And I know that's going to take the game up to another level there. I want to try playing with just this regular panel, and then install the arcade control panel, feel the differences between that. But I can tell you, it feels solid. It doesn't feel like a toy. Standing in front of it, it looks great, feels great. The plunger looks like a toy, feels pretty good. I like the powder coating. It feels good on the hands. It's not smooth like a regular lock bar, but then again, I think Stern has gone to this kind of thing too. But I do like the powder coating. This screen, so far, just from what I've seen, is great. You can get nice and low, any angle, maintains brightness. This screen up here, you go to the side, not so much. But then again, I wouldn't expect it to, because that means you're going to be in front of anyway. Build experience was pretty easy, and I was only one person. Obviously, if you did it with 2 people, it'd go a little bit easier, so somebody could lift as you put legs on, or as you pull stuff out of the box. Packaging was really rock solid, and fortunately FedEx delivered it all undamaged. So I got no problems with that. I mean, initially, I'm fairly impressed. I like what I've seen. The size is fantastic. Love this. I guess the rest of it is just going to be about when it comes time to playing, but I'm not there yet, so. Well, it's been a few days now that I've had this built, so I've gotten a little more time in on it, and give you some of the final thoughts of after having this all built, what I think of the the unit itself. First things first, just want to point out, initially I could not get my topper to light. The connector can connect both ways. Make sure you try it both ways. Live and learn, right? Let me show you some other things though that I've noticed. First off, here's a fun little feature. You take your quarter, you put it in. I mean, it does nothing, but it does drop down to the bottom. I like that it's an actual functional semi-coin door. Next up, I did install the arcade control panel. It's nice to be able to navigate with the joystick there. As you can see, rotate through. And of course, you can use your buttons to select, or at least the A to select. None of the other features work currently obviously for pinball purposes, but ooh, trackball. Can't wait to get a game that will actually use that. The control panel also helped with the vibration because the haptics are right here and right here. This side's still a little vibratey. This side's much tighter than the original D-pad stick that was in there, but this is very nice to have in there. Now I did place an order for gold leaf buttons just to get a little quicker response time than the buttons that are micro switch right now. Also, I do have my PC directly below the cabinet here, just waiting to go ahead and get that all hooked up. I need a new video card, but get that all hooked up so I can do OTG. Give you a sense of what their UI is for scrolling through. Various settings that you can take care of. The haptic feedback is interesting, just in that you can turn them off sometimes, and like for while you're scrolling, you can do your solenoids firing on and off. So depending on what you would like to do with that. But then there's also, because I have the surround sound feedback kit installed. There we go. There's also dealing with all the speakers, so front speakers being the ones that are in the back box, and then side speakers are right to either side of the top of the screen. Subwoofer in the middle. Rear speakers are the ones that are down here by the flippers. And then you got your haptics that are actually in the control panel. And then even within the UI, if you want to have background audio, which I turned all mine off because I didn't really care for it, you can even choose to have everything in a tile if you don't like the spinning wheel. And then just you have options of, do you want your DMD to display a description of the game, or do you just want it to be the DMD itself? Backglass hides, high scores if you want to enable that to show your high scores that are going on. It's all pretty easy to navigate through. And then you come down here, and I'll just kind of give you a little setting of the wheel, where it's all your games that you can buy online, favorites that you've done so that you don't have a giant wheel of tables going on, and then back to your settings. So all in all, I think this is it's a solid cabinet. It doesn't feel like a toy. I was really worried about that. It's definitely an entry-level, digital pinball machine, but, if you're buying it now, you're going to be paying, what, full retail is $1,500. That's a whole heck of a lot less than the $4,000 that you could buy minimum for a pre-built digital pinball. Now, obviously, you can source your own materials and build it yourself, but, that's if you're handy. I'm not really handy. There's still things that I think need to be worked out on this in terms of software. it's a new product, so I expect that there's going to be a lot of updates and stuff happening in that respect. But I'm quite pleased. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to hammering through it. I've already been finding myself playing a lot, just walking by, turning it on, throwing a couple of games, turning it right back off. And that's a lot more convenient than turning on my PC and loading up Steam and all that. Granted, like I said, I am eventually going to have the PC hooked up here so I can import all my PinFX games and Pinball M. So I'm looking forward to doing that too and playing in cabinet mode on all of those. So, yeah, hope you like this unboxing. I've never done a true unboxing and building video before. It's kind of weird. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll come back later with actual reviews of the various games that are being played on here.